morning, my lovelies, and welcome to a very damp, a very dark, and by Jiminy Crickets, is it damn cold this morning? Monday morning. I hope you're all well. Well, it's about, I don't know, 10 past, quarter past 7 this morning, and I'm walking woo before I go to work. It's just starting to get lights. Just. There's not a soul about it. It's so quiet, and this is how I like it. Apart from it being extra cold this morning. So lovely. What I thought we'd do between now and Samhain is we would do a little Halloween vlog type thing. We'll do it between Monday and Friday, between now and Samhain, and we'll have a look at all the things that people associate with witches. We'll take each item, we will find out their origins, where they came from and how they came to be, and then we'll look at modern day versions. So what I thought was we'd kick it off with the witch herself. So if we were to stop a member of the public in the street and say to them, if I said the word witch to you, what kind of imagery does that conjure up in your mind? I think most people will say hook nose, green skin, warty face, crooked fingers, cackle, hat, broom, cat, possibly cloak. And yeah, that is the modern day depiction of a witch. That's what most people conjure up. And when we have Halloween roll round and all the shops and that start selling their stuff, that's, you know, the most things that witches have. Where does it come from? Well, to my knowledge, ancestral witches never look like that, and modern day witches don't look like that. I think where it may come from is from the Wizard of Oz, with the witch, because she had a green face and a hook nose and scrawly fingers and things. So that is probably the image that's been stuck with people for a long time. But like I say, our ancestral witches, and I use the word loosely, those poor souls who was accused of witchcraft, they never looked like that. They were just ordinary everyday folk who probably lived a quiet life, who knew a little bit about herbs and what was good for healing and things. You know, and apart from things like the cloak and the besom broom, which is what they used for sweeping their floors with, and the cloak was to keep as much of the harsh weather out as possible. I don't recall them having green skin and warty faces and things like that. If you look at modern day witches, we don't look like that either, you know. We don't look green and warty and ugly. I think a lot of the adaptation came from Shakespeare with the three witches round the cauldron, and his description of the witches were that they were ugly, and that they sat around cauldrons and things, you know. So a lot of it is a misconception, a lot of it is based off Hollywood, a lot of it is based from books, poems, plays, things like that. And you know, it's quite fun that witches are described as quintessentially with that look. But it's like, you know, you could be stood next to a witch and not know it. So we don't look like that. You know, we don't go around in a hat and a cloak and green skin carrying a broom. It's what we don't do. But it's a bit like everything, isn't it? Everything in life gets labelled with a certain look. And to be honest with you, I quite like it. It's quite funny. But there you go. So yeah, the quintessential witch and how she looks. Hat, green skin, hook nose, warty face, cackle, bendy fingers, cloak, carrying a broom, possibly a cat, wandering around with a cauldron in her arms. I think it was designed more to scare children than anything else, because if you had a scary look for your scary name, then yeah, people would be more wary of you. You would stand out more within your community. Hey ho. So that is what our quintessential witch looks like. Tomorrow we'll have a look at the hat. Why do witches wear pointy hats? Where does it come from? So I'm going to now go home because I've got to go to work in a minute. I'm going to go home and thaw out. So lovelies, I hope you all have a wonderfully marvellous Monday. Do look after yourselves, and if you're struggling, please reach out, because there's always somebody there that will help you. Look after one another, and if nothing else in this world, lovelies, please be kind, because you don't know what that other person's going through that stood next to you. And from me and a woo, yes, hello woo, we're sending you all much love and many blessings.